Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Debbie with the Elk River Chamber of Commerce, and we are doing things a little differently this year, like many of you. We are going to have a virtual installation of our officers. Normally, we have a great membership luncheon. We eat at a fabulous place, sometimes a place like Chow, which is where we are right now. But we can't do that right now, but we still know that recognizing our volunteers and installing our board officers is really important. So I'm going to introduce Cindy Hemmer, the 2019-2020 board chair, to come up and say some words, and then she will go ahead and install our officers. Hey, Cindy, come on up.
Thank you, Debbie.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it. Hello, everyone. At least we're kind of together, so I think that's pretty cool. So things do go on, even though, we had some challenges this year. Things must go on. So I just have a few words about last year, which definitely was a change. But I remember standing here before you live, keyword, just a year ago with quite a few big ideas for 2019 and 2020. As we all know, the year presented quite a few challenges that provided us the opportunity to rise up together. The year was off to a good start with hiring new support staff and getting them into the swing of things, and Debbie having the opportunity to restructure the support staff, and that could be used to meet the new and the changing business needs for the community, because things are changing. We need a fresh look every now and then. Things were going pretty well. We were able to provide some training to the all ever confusing wage theft laws. And it was great. It was a wonderful training event, and that was part of what I saw as like more training for everyone. But and it was very well attended. So that was really cool. And then there was COVID. While many things were canceled, many of us found a new way to continue in a new way together through the many challenges we had to face. It was definitely uncharted territory for many of us. We learned quickly how to manage ourselves and knew it was imperative to learn how to respond to help guide our business community as best we could with the ever-changing target that we were all facing at this time. There were PPP loans for businesses and EBITDA, and with the ever-changing rules, is it forgivable? Do I pay for it? And if I do, how much do I pay? Either way, those loans helped many of the businesses stay afloat, mine included. I felt good to be able to continue to pay my employees that had to stay home with their children in order to be the teacher they needed to be because school was no longer being held. We had recently purchased a building to move our growing business into. We had our building leased, and of course we were all set to go, and that fell through because of COVID. So they backed out, but thank goodness for PPP and the things that helped us stay afloat. I really appreciate that. And we'll work out the rules later, I guess. The Elk River Chamber was delegated to receive the masks for the community and to come up with how to distribute them. So that was one of my favorites, seeing those Facebook notices that it was a drive-by pick up your mask. While COVID definitely took precedence for everyone, Debbie was still able to get the newly hired support staff trained with newly developed structure for how she could see how the chamber could support the business community in a better way. While we missed the previous staff, it was great to see the new staff and the fresh ideas. I think we all noticed a change and an uptick in using Facebook and some of the other media that is getting more use than what it had to before. Another one of the successes that is something that's been talked about a really long time are the tiered dues. Much time was spent on training and developing the program to fit the needs of the business community, yet align us with other chamber best practices. Kudos to Debbie and her staff for all the training they sat through to get us to a product that fits our needs, our community, and I'm sure you'll agree once it gets rolled out. Then, of course, the ever famous golf. the golf tournament this year was well attended, well behaved. I don't know, maybe there's a new line for Mass Wild Coffee, who knows? But it was a great event, and it's always good to see the community, the businesses, and everyone support each other and make the successes like the golf tournament are, because it's something that means a lot to the whole community. In closing, seriously, thank you for letting me serve. This part of the program, I get to recognize the outgoing board members that will be moving on and have been serving on the board, and it's time for a change of hands. So, Todd Rick, if you would like to join me up here, I would like to thank you for your service to the Chamber Board. We appreciate your contribution in so many ways. You're a true believer in the community, and you show up time and time again. And your unending role in the membership appreciation picnic will never go unnoticed, because we all know who provided that food. And of course, your viewpoint to the Chamber and the community as a restaurant owner in the area is important, and we appreciate that. So, Todd, thank you for your service. Kevin Bergstrom with Edina Realty, thank you for lending your office to us during different times when we needed extra space, and all of a sudden, you have office space for us to use for a meeting, so thank you for that. But really, a huge thank you for your guidance as the chair of the Government Relations Committee. Big things were done with that committee, and just lots of information that was shared and talked about, and that leadership was greatly appreciated, so thank you. So we're ready to install our new board officers. As board chair, it is my honor to officially install the new leadership for the Chamber for the upcoming year, the 2020-2021 year. So I have a few questions to ask you as the new board officers. Do you accept the responsibilities of the position of board officer? Do you agree to the best of your ability to support the bylaws and to uphold the vision of the Elk River Area Chamber of Commerce? If so, answer, I will.
I will.
Danielle, it is my honor to hand over the reins to you. And I know that you have a few things in mind, so in order to help you keep your sights on the road, I have come up with a little something for you.
Oh no.
Yes. So, I decided that since this is thanks to another business member of Fairfax, provided me with a piece of asphalt because Danielle, our new chair, will be driving businesses forward for 2020 and 2021. So we made her a little highway. And you'll notice that the first car says Wentland.
Oh.
And it's a red pickup truck.
And it's, yep,
My
I
very
knew
first truck.
you could pace it. Right, so here we go. There you
Oh,
go.
thank you.
So thank you, Cindy, so very much for your leadership during this time, a very unique time. I know it hasn't been how you foreseen your term as chair, but we could not have asked for a better person to be able to lead us in these uncertain times. Thank you so much. We appreciate your commitment to this community, not only personally, but professionally. And again, on the behalf of the board and the entire chamber, thank you very much.
Oh, I have to go back.
So you have to come back up. We have a small little token of appreciation.
Oh,
So a beautiful fall mom from Spikes
Yay, I remember.
And then a bunch of chamber dollars, so you can, or chamber bucks, so you can spend them in the community at our fellow chamber businesses.
That's great. Thank you so much. Love to spend time in the community, and this is a great way to support our businesses. So I love it. Thank you.
Thank you. We have asked the new board members to come forward. We have a few questions to ask for you. I'll ask a few questions, and at the end, then you will respond. I will. Do you accept the responsibilities and the position of a board member? Do you agree to the best of your ability to support the bylaws and to uphold the mission of the Elk River Area Chamber? If so, answer, I will.
I will.
This time we wanted to announce the rest of our board members who were not able to join us today. Corey Wemple from the Bank of Elk River, Deborah Liedall from Kemper Drug, Dr. Carrie Colliard from Colliard Chiropractic, John Holton from the First Bank of Elk River, Katie General from Hess General Law Office, Marilyn Nathy Speck from 101 Market, Nicole Novotny from Guardian Angels Senior Services, and Brandy Barney from RB's Computers. Each year, the board chair is to come up with a vision. The first thing that came to my mind, even months prior to COVID, was new roads ahead, henceforth the asphalt. Now, originally being in the automotive industry, my thoughts came to what we could do as a chair to assist businesses in preparation for the 169 construction project that is slated to start in 2022. However, the phrase "new road ahead" also fits perfect here and now for the chamber and all business. From reinventing ourselves during this COVID epidemic to looking down the road to the endless possibilities we now have. Looking back on these past 6 months and how we have come in adapting to our new world is quite amazing. Sometimes I'm still in disbelief. The chamber has been a large part in keeping our business community strong, with pushing out essential and ever-changing information. I want to thank Debbie and the chamber team for everything they have done to keep us updated and advocate on our behalf. The New Roads Ahead campaign for the chamber will also include some construction, looking at new ways to address our broad spectrum of workforce development concerns, continuing to partner with our school systems and our city to find ways to improve our current programs and to create new opportunities for both employers and employees alike. We are also going to be revamping our current Leadership Elk River program to again create new avenues for all to better their leadership skills and knowledge. Question for you: why the chamber? I get asked this question every now and again. The chamber is what you make of it. The more you put into it, the more you will get out of it, which I know is a very broad and possibly a generic statement, but it is the truth. Keep in mind, the business I'm in, nobody is excited to come and visit us. But we at Alvarado Wine and Glass frequently see members of this chamber. No, that does not mean we're all bad drivers. It just means that when the need arises, these individuals know who they can trust, and they see the value in what the chamber is all about. And that is why you are invested in your community. Then you are also invested in them. I fully believe in a strong chamber. It's a true testimony of a strong business community, and a strong business community in turn has a strong residential community, which I'm proud to say we are. I'm excited for the upcoming year as a new board chair, and I'm sure there may be some hills that we will have to climb. But I want to leave you with this: there will always be new roads ahead. Thank you. Have Debbie come up and say a few words now. Debbie?
Thank you. I want to say thank you to all of our board members, the ones that are coming, the ones that have been here, and the ones that have contributed their time and will continue to contribute their time. We can't do this without you. Someone once said, the things we fear most in organizations, fluctuations, disturbances, imbalances, are the primary source of creativity. If this is true, boy, are you about to see a whole lot of creativity and entrepreneurial type creativity. The year 2020 is certainly one that has had its fluctuations, disturbances, and imbalances. Earlier this summer, our board met to review the Chamber's strategic plan and set direction for this year's program of action. In looking at our strategic plan, we realized that much of the plan is still relevant. How it will be delivered will certainly change. Your chamber will continue to focus on the 5 pillars that we have set up as part of our strategic plan. Serving members, regional partnerships, bold advocacy, workforce development, and organizational excellence. We rely on our board, our committees, and our volunteers to dream, create, and execute our programs and our goals. Working together with other like-minded business people will help us all get the job done. We are so grateful and thankful for the 15 board members who serve the Chamber in setting the vision and direction of the organization, despite the disturbances, the fluctuations, and the imbalances. As Charles Darwin once said, it's not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Thank you, and I look forward to serving you guys for the next year.